Hey y'all, Sophie Axel here. So I thought I'd do an update. It's been a month, and yay! So soon I'm going to be having my other shot. I don't know the exact date yet because still waiting for hormones to get into the place and all that. But the reason why I've got this on over my face, because there has been a slight change to the shape of my face. Not dramatically, so if you don't like see it immediately, go back to my old videos, maybe my coming out video, see the difference. I've changed my hair now. I've left a bit of red on top just to spice things up a bit, but I thought it's much more masculine, it's much more what I wanted. Things that I've been finding with hormones though, let me pull this down so you can see. Yeah! So as you can see, my bone structure is showing slightly more, starting to get contours on my face. You may not be able to see it, but I look at my face every single day, so I get to see the changes that actually happen. I'm starting to get hair now, so I had to buy shaving gel the other day. I have no idea about shaving gel. I need a man to teach me how to be manly. It's not working. Issues that I face while on hormones, the effects that hormones can give you that you necessarily may not hear about, or it's just me that goes through this. But I find that hormones make me have extreme temperature changes, so I can either be really warm or really cold, and that can get really annoying when like I'm out for a walk and I immediately get very cold and I have no one about that can lend me a jumper or something. Like I'm just out walking and I'm cold. I was fine, I was lukewarm, or I was even boiling, and then I'm snap and cold. So that's annoying, and when I'm working that's even worse. Like my job, one of my jobs is to dress up in this big costume, and it's so warm in there that within 2 minutes of having that thing on, I am dripping, literally dripping with sweat. It's not nice. Like, there's meant to be a fan in there, but when it's broken, or even if it's working, you still literally turn into a stream. I'm not even exaggerating. Another issues that I face with being on hormones is, even though the periods have stopped, I was due to go on my period about 6 days ago. You still get all the pains. Yeah. I still got all the pains from that. I was going through menstrual cramps, but without the menstruation. So I got the effects of that last week as well. Last week I just went through all the normal stuff that a female would go through when it's coming up to their time in the month. But I never went through any bleeding, and I still haven't. When I started taking hormones, I was on my period. So I had just started my period, and pretty much the day after I had ceased. So, and it wasn't normal for that to happen. So I reacted pretty fast to the hormones in terms of my menses. But that doesn't take into consideration the fact that I had high levels of testosterone beforehand, so any changes would have more of an effect on me. Also, what else is going on in my life at the moment? Well, at the moment I am doing a lot of society work at my university. However, I also am making sure that I stay on top of my work at uni, like my actual physical work for my course, which is forensic science, because otherwise I won't pass this year, and I need to pass this year for obvious reasons. But I need to focus more on my work than I do on societies, and at the moment societies, I would say, is slightly taken over my schedule, but not massively so. I've been holding back on some of them, haven't even gone to some of the societies yet, to an actual meeting, because I've been focusing on my work. But last year I went to them a lot as well, so it's not, they know me. It's not like I'm a fresher or anything, even though I'm on my first year of my course. So that's fine, I can get into that later. Also, what's happened is the other week I went to the zoo with my friends. No biggie, right? Bit of fun. That is when I started noticing really that my voice was changing dramatically. You might be able to hear that my voice is a bit lower or has deeper tonalities. But there are times when my voice goes high, like if you tickle me. I hate it when people tickle me, but yet they do, because they love to hear the high voice come out again. Because my little squeaks that I give when I'm tickled are hilarious. I'm not even like annoyed at them, because I get so happy when people tickle me, because it's just so goddamn hilarious to hear me squeak. And at the zoo there was animals that I really liked, and when I get excited I start to have a really high-pitched voice. So let me show you what the animal was. And I ended up doing a bronze adoption pack of this animal as well. So it was the cheapest adoption pack, and you got a free child pass to the zoo. You got a stuffed toy and got a certificate, and you have adopted it till the end of the year. Now that's not that long, so it didn't cost that much, which was good. But then on top of it I also got a little hand puppet of the actual animal. So here it is. It's a little red panda. I adopted a red panda called Sundara, and she is beautiful. She has got a more whitey face than this little fella here. Waving. Yeah, that's it. Just fold your arms and sit there. So one thing about me, I absolutely adore red pandas. Yes, you are critically endangered, and that's why, even though like they have them in zoos, it's so that they can boost the numbers, even though some people do not agree with that, and I must say I'm on the fence about it. If it is a way to keep the species alive and possibly continue on that creature's existence, so one day we can reintroduce it to the wild, then as long as we do reintroduce it to the wild, and as long as we do carry on with the protection services, or even better, make sure that they stay in the wild, then it sort of sways my decision in favour of it, even though it is a zoo and there are cages and all that. But don't get me wrong, I like a zoo as much as the next person. But little Sundara here has grown up in captivity, and she is with her sister, who is called Amber, and she has grown up in captivity, so she doesn't know anything different. If we put her in the wild, she would not survive. And having an animal like her in the zoo will raise people's awareness of these creatures in the wild. Now, it's also worth mentioning that this zoo also has a wildlife protection service, so they give some of the money to protecting the animals in the wild that they have in their parks. So they've got maned wolves, they've got tigers, they've got lynxes, mountain lion, but then they've also got the smaller creatures, like they've got Mara, they've got prairie dogs, they've got peacocks, they've got snowy owls, they've got everything there. And they are dedicated to protecting these species. But anyway, that's enough about that. So my transition is coming along nicely. Recently, I have been misgendered a lot, but I think that's mostly down to the fact that I haven't been binding recently. This is due to respiratory problems at the moment, so basically I've been going through a bit of a flu, and I don't want to risk hurting myself even more before I know I'm ready to. So I'm holding off on binding, but it also means that I'm not passing. And yeah, it does affect me, but I'm so used to it that it doesn't change anything really. But yeah, anyway, things are going okay, things are going well, and I'll give you an update next week, hopefully. Anyway, it's been nice talking to you, and I hope that you have found this interesting. And this is Golden Iceberg signing out.